Good morning and welcome back to my page. My channel, I should say. My name is Kim, and I am documenting my husband's journey with upper tract urothelial carcinoma. I'm also documenting my journey with weight loss. So it's been a few days since I've uploaded a video, and Lord, it has been a week. It has been a week. To start with, if you notice me itching, I've got an allergic reaction. Started out with, I colored my hair, and I went with a different color this time because they didn't have my sapphire blue. So I went with midnight purple. And I've known in the past that black hair coloring reacts to my scalp. So I figured since it had purple in it, I could wear it because I've had purple hair. Apparently not. So for the last, been going on 3 weeks now, I've been itching. I've got a rash on my back of my neck, and I have tried everything. I've tried vinegar, I've tried just regular Benadryl salve. I have tried, I'm thinking, itch spray, itch cream, and nothing worked until, and why I didn't think of this before, I don't know. Clay went and got me some cortisone cream yesterday, and that seems to be helping. I also have discovered that I'm allergic to red dye. And the reason I know this is all this up in here has been a red rash. That has nothing to do with the hair color. So I've been on this kick with cherry, it's sugar-free cherry flavored pouches, you know, the things you sprinkle in your water. And I loved them, absolutely loved them. They, you know, gave me that little bit of flavor that I like. And they have no sugar in them, and I'm itching today. I just took Benadryl, so anyway, I gave that up yesterday, and the rash is pretty much, the red rash is pretty much gone. So note to self, no more cherry Kool-Aid. The issue with my digestive system seems to be getting worse. I won't go into graphic detail, but there are some signs now that I need to get into a doctor. And you asked me, why have I not been to the ER? Well, Saturday evening we did get in the car and we started for the ER. And I discovered I didn't have my insurance card in my purse, so we turned around. And by the time we got back to the house, I had talked myself out of it. Reason being, I hate sitting in the ER for hours and hours, especially when you're sick. And secondly, I don't want to pay $125 when I can pay $10 to see a specialist. I'm greedy that way. So I seem to have the issue under control today, but I'm still waiting on the second doctor to call. And yes, all offices are closed today. It's January, July the 5th. And nothing is open down here. So tomorrow morning, pronto, I will be calling this new doctor myself and, you know, explaining what has transpired over the weekend, and I'm pretty sure they will see me right away, or else they will admit me and have me checked out that way. I can't let it go any longer. There's too many things going on now that warrant me getting this looked at. So, that is that. Clay is having some issues also. Like I said before, he's been losing weight, and he continues to lose weight. It's not significant now. In the beginning, it was a lot all at once, but now it's a few ounces every day. So he came to me this morning. He said, I hate to add on to your problems, but he said, I think I'm going to have to go to the doctor. And I'm thinking, oh my Lord, is this never going to end? But, you know, he too will be calling the doctor tomorrow and see what is going on. You know, this cancer can pop up anywhere in your body, anywhere. The main areas that it hits with this particular cancer are usually the liver, the lungs, the brain, and the bone, and of course your kidneys and bladder. So we will be addressing that shortly. I don't think that I don't know how I want to put this. I don't think it's life-threatening, what he's dealing with right now, but it could be if it's let go. So, we did some things the other day that we probably shouldn't have. We picked up that flooring and toted it into the house, and neither one of us should have been doing that with the issues that we're having right now. So, no more lifting for us. I'm not supposed to be lifting, period. But you do what you got to do when you're, you know, on your own and you have no family here. So that is what we do. We just do it ourselves. So as you can see, we have another overcast day here in Florida. It's been raining, 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 and we are anticipating a lot more rain coming from the hurricane, well, the tropical storm. So we have been preparing for that, putting things up. I don't think we're going to get a significant amount of wind or anything like that, but you still pay to put your things up. So we'll be doing that today and getting that squared away. I also want to talk about a little bit about coping and how are we coping with the cancer, the diagnosis, and you know, how we deal with it day to day. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes we both get overwhelmed and we get silent, and he doesn't like it when I'm silent, and I don't like it when he's silent. Neither one of us are chatty Cathys. Now he can be if he's on some kind of medication or if he's just had surgery of some kind. But, you know, we talked yesterday about the fact, excuse me, water. The fact that, you know, we have to wait till September. He does have an appointment that was already on the schedule for August, but we don't know if they're going to forego that appointment and move him to September when he's supposed to be checked again, which will be 3 months after his BCG. But we discussed at length about, you know, what if it's back, what if, you know, we just don't know. It is the unknown that is the scary part of this. And, you know, when you get up each morning, you wonder, is this one going to be a good day, or is it going to be a bad day, or are we going to end up in the ER? Or because symptoms can hit all of a sudden, and you have no idea, you know, what's causing them. And so it's very difficult to cope sometimes. Other days are terrific. We have no issues whatsoever. We just go about our day. He's gone to the gym this morning. He really didn't feel like going, but he said, I have to go. And I'm like, if I don't feel like going, I'm not going. So I stayed home. With the issues that I'm having currently, it is not a good idea for me to leave the house. Like I said, FYI, too much information. So we cope by staying busy. We, you know, we've done a lot in the last 2 weeks to prepare for new flooring, new doors, new bedroom door, new tile, a small area we're going to have to replace some of the tile. And just, you know, maintenance on the home itself, that's how we cope. We just stay busy. We keep projects going. I've got one last section in the front yard to fix, and get the mulch down in there, and then the front yard will be done for the year. And it's been a hassle to try to get that stuff done. It's either too hot, or it's raining. So, and down here you do not want to be out when the lightning is striking. It is just too dangerous. So, we are surrounded by water where we live. So it's, you know, if it's like that, you stay inside. And we worked on the lanai for a little bit the other day, got that all cleaned up, got that all squared away again. And it's just, coping is not something that I'm good at. I'm hard-nosed. I'm really not. I try to keep my emotions in check, but there are times that I look at him and I'm thinking, you know, where will it end? When will it end? How long does he have? The suffering that he will endure is more than I can handle. I've seen too many people pass in my lifetime, and I cannot handle the suffering. And many do suffer when they pass. You know, they've come a long way with drugs for those that are transitioning, but it's the before the transition that gets to me. It's before they decide to put you on a pain medication, or it's before they decide to let's try this one last drug to see if it'll work with the pain. And he does have a lot of pain. He doesn't talk about it, but there's not a day that he doesn't wake up that he's not in pain. And cancer can cause body pain. So, sorry for the itching. I can't stand it. But coping is something I've learned through the years. As children, we were raised to keep your emotions in check. You were not allowed to cry. You were not allowed to, you know, we never threw a temper tantrum as children. No, you would get your butt beat even more. But we weren't taught coping skills. And so it's something that as adults I've had to learn. And raising my children, I wasn't a good parent as far as I wasn't their buddy. I wasn't their play pal. I was very strict, very stern, and I wanted them to be productive adults as when they grew up. And I have one out of two that is productive, and he's made a great life for himself and his family. And I have told him many times, don't raise your child the way I raised you. Do better. Be better. Learn to cope with what life throws at you. And it's something that I wish that I had been taught. We were just taught to keep your mouth shut. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. So there's a difference in having a voice and being just yak, 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 yak all the time. There's a difference in that. And I have figured out the hard way that I know when I need to keep my mouth shut. So I don't say much to Clay about my feelings. We do talk. We talk a lot about the what ifs, like I said, and I think I'm talking in circles today for some reason. Maybe it's the Benadryl. But I do want to read something again. I'm into this reading, and I'm finding different things that do help. And I read this to Clay the other day, and it's very short, but it's very powerful. And it says, in the end, these things matter most. How well did you love? How fully did you live? And how deeply did you let go? So, with those words, it kind of hit me very strongly. How well do I love, and how deeply do I let go? And I've had to let go of a lot of people in my life. I've had to let go of a lot of things in my life. And that's why everybody thinks I'm weird duck, but I don't get attached to anything. I don't get attached to cars. I don't get attached to homes. I don't get attached to many people. I have, if I went into the whole story of my life, I even had a psychiatrist one time asked me, how did I turn out so normal? And I said, well, I don't think I am normal. But coping is something that it's an acquired, I call them moments, because every minute of every day is different. And you might be, just like Saturday, we were just doing so well, and everything was going good. We were having a good day, a good evening, and bam, I was at the point of going to the ER. So between the two of us, we are learning how to cope. We are learning how to cope. And like I said, I feel like I'm going in circles, and I probably am. So, you know, disregard anything that I repeat. I just wanted to hop on here and let you know what was going on, and let you know that we are coping. We are doing the best that we can. Like I said, we don't know from minute to minute whether he's going to end up in the ER, or I'm going to end up in the ER, or what's going to happen. But we're taking it some days, like I said, a minute at a time, a day at a time, hour at a time. We don't never extend ourselves beyond a day because life is unpredictable. So we don't make many plans. We have learned to plan for the moment. And if it's a good day and we feel like we can, then we'll go to the beach. And if it's a good day and we feel like we can, we will go into town. And, you know, most of the times we just wander around looking at places, and we like to hang out at Lowe's and those kind of things. So coping, I would like to hear what your, how you cope. How do you cope with life? How do you cope with illnesses? And how do you cope with, you know, the fact that life is short, and we are not promised tomorrow. We definitely are not promised tomorrow. We are only promised the minute that we're in. And it is, you know, your destiny will come. But it's when. When is destiny going to come? And when is the end? And when is my life going to be over? And have I done everything that I can to make it a good life? And have I done everything I can to help others? And have I been a good wife? Have I been a good mother? Those are all things that when you're put into this situation with cancer, those are the things you ask yourself often. Have I done everything to make it better? And that is my goal, to do everything I can to make life better for Clay, to make whatever time we have left together a good time. And there are very, very, very many days that I get up and I just cannot function. And I know there are days he just barely can function. But I try to remember, you know, he has cancer, and his pain is more in the forefront than mine. His needs are more important than mine. And if we could all approach it that way, and we could all see it that way. I mean, I watch many, many, many videos during the course of a week of people with cancer and how they're coping, and I look at and they're just bright-eyed. I mean, they're happy. Even on their bad days, they don't show it. And I'm trying to learn how to do that. Like I said, I keep my feelings and my emotions hidden, but they're there. They're very real. But I don't want people to see that, because then it shows my vulnerabilities. So, on that note, I'm going to get off of here. It's very hot where I'm at right now. I don't have a fan in here today. We keep the air off in these two rooms because we don't use them. So why turn the air on? Anyway, say an extra prayer for Clay and I, that we both get our situations under control. And I hope I get my itching under control today. I really don't want to go to the doctor, but like I said, I'd rather pay $10 than $125. Alright, you guys have a great week, and I will be in touch soon. I don't know when I'll do my next video. It just depends on how things go. So ignore my rambling, ignore my around the tree several times. Like I said, I am taking Benadryl, and you know, it kind of makes you ugh. So, okay, you guys have a great week, and please subscribe, like, and share. I need to get the awareness out there about this cancer. I'm on a forum, and the forum, you know, there are people asking questions daily. Do you have this cancer? And like I said, it's 1 in 100,000 that get this. So I need to get the awareness out there, and I need people to subscribe to this channel so that I can reach as many as I can about this cancer. It's a deadly cancer. Survival rate is at best 5 years, and it's sickening. It's sickening that they have no cure. So, all right, ta-ta. See you on the flip side.